Hello and welcome to another quick tutorial from Premier EPOS. Today I'm going to show you what the voucher section looks like within the software. So what I'll do, I'll log myself in, go to the customers and marketing section right here, and there's this section here, the vouchers section. So we'll click on that, and then this will give us a display of all the vouchers that are physically stored within the actual database itself. So at the moment it's just showing me this one here. So what I can do, I can click on show all vouchers, and that will show all the vouchers that are physically stored in the system. Whether they've been used, what value been left on them, how they were created, what sort of customer they were linked to, that sort of thing. So for example, if I clicked on this one here, you can see obviously all the details here, what value is left on it. There's nothing left on that particular one, when it was valid till, how it was created, whether it's reusable or if it's been re-enabled. You can also select on the selected voucher use section here. Give that a quick search. And there you go. So as you can see, obviously when it was made, when it was used, what transaction it was last used on as well, that particular number. Obviously this includes if you reuse any of your gift cards as well. So when you get them used and they're emptied, you can then obviously reuse them and hand them back out to another customer as well. You can also create new vouchers in this system as well. So for example, if I wanted to create 10 new vouchers, for example, and just be able to hand them out to customers, we can go create new voucher. And so how many do I want to create? So I want to create 10. How long are they going to be valid for? So say they're valid for a year. That's fine. And then what's the value of these? So let's call this £5. And can the voucher be reused if the full amount is not used? So basically, are they allowed to receive change back? So that is obviously a question you might want to decide whether you're allowed to give out change on it, or do you have to use the full amount there and then. At this point, I'm just going to say yes. Any sort of notes or messages are left on this voucher that you might want, that's totally optional. I'll just click accept here like so, and then boom, there we go. So there's all 10 that I've just created now, and it tells you how they were created as well via the voucher menu, or for a £5. Now what I can do now, say for example I wanted to do a bulk print of all these and print off, a really nice design on them. You can actually export all the selected into the actual label editor. So if I click on that, give it a name, so I'll just call this one gift. Click on accept. That's now being created now as a list, and I can show you what that does now. So click on OK on that one. Just so you know as well, you can individually print some A4 version of the voucher, or you can do obviously a receipt style, like credit note style, or the actual voucher style, or just the barcode only if you wish to. You can also obviously edit the vouchers as well. For example, you might want to change the value of it, or change when it was actually valid until, that type of stuff. So you can actually have a little play around with them if you ever need to. So what I'll do now, I'll show you what I've just done there when I've actually sent that through. So if I close that now and go to sales, and then go to custom edge label designer, and then what I can do now is you need to select a printer of some kind. Obviously I don't really have one plugged in at the moment, so I'll just go for print to PDF. Okay, and then I go to load existing label list. So if I click that, and there you go, there's that list I've just created. So I click on accept, and then there's the list there effectively of what all those vouchers I've just created. So I'll give it a refresh on that. I need to actually give it a style now. So let's go gift voucher template. Right, load that back up again. Give that a refresh. And there you go. So it's now generated a preview now of all the standard vouchers that you'll be able to just basically print off, cut up, and then you can physically hand them out. Obviously that's just a default one. You can do whatever design you like. There will be a separate video designing how to actually use this designer and play around with it. But so that way you can actually print a load of them out, hand them out, within store, or obviously put them in any form of like publications and anything like that. So nice and handy tool there to have. So that's pretty much it. So that's all you need to do now, just click on print and it'll print them off then. It's got a turn barcode on there. When you scan that barcode like you do any other item, it'll deduct £5 off the total cart. So there you have it. I do hope that's been useful. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care.